welcome back to my tiny little corner of YouTube that we keep bumping into each other. How the devil are you? So today I've only gone and put on my favourite dress because we are going to dress for the life that we want, not the life that we have. I've wanted to come on and talk to you about dressing for the life you want and not the life you have, and how it can help with mindset and manifesting and reaching your goals. And yeah, recently I've just been thinking about how showing up as your future self can really help with your mindset, your confidence, lift your mood, help with your energy. Like, it's so important to work with what you've got and where you are, and not just live in this land of like one day when and if I do and like all these ifs and buts, and start living it now. Start be the person you want to be today, and little tiny shifts can really help transform. And then when you look back, you go, oh my goodness, look how far I've come by doing these tiny little incremental things that can really change how you feel and change your energy. And what happened was, this is something I've spoke about a little bit in videos before. I try and live by it. Now, I don't live by it every day, don't get me wrong. And I know that if, you know, sometimes it's not always possible. Sometimes you just want to stay in your pajamas all day. And that's okay. Like, that's a good thing. Like, you do you. Listen to what you need. But sometimes it's just helpful to just show up in a dress. Now, I'm here for a dress. It's not everybody's style. That's okay. I do like to put a dress on because it makes me feel feminine, it makes me feel comfortable, confident, and it just kind of, and then you start radiating them things that you want to be. If I turn up in my sports leggings and a tank top, like, I'm not going to feel the best version of me. I'm going to feel a smaller person. I'm going to kind of take up less space. But when I'm feeling comfortable and confident, I naturally have the body language that puts you out. So when you walk into a room, somebody instantly goes, well, you've got a fab dress on, because I'm showing up, magnifying them people. I'm calling in that energy because I'm showing up as that person. So you naturally start attracting them people, and it just feels nice. It feels nice to pay somebody else a compliment and say, wow, you've got a fab dress on. Can I just say one thing before I move on? If anybody does say that you look good, that your dress is nice, your lipstick's nice, your hair looks nice today, own it. Own that compliment. Don't start putting it down. Don't start going, oh, this old thing, I've had this ages. Just say thank you very much. Own the compliment and move on with your day, because that means a lot to them too. That is the gift that keeps giving. If you say thank you very much, they're going to feel like they've done something nice to you. If you shut it down and go, oh no, I don't, they're going, oh, I thought you did. You've shut that compliment down. It's kind of insulting in a way if you think about it. So make sure you do take in that compliment and you do own it. They like your outfit, whether you think it's an old thing or not. I joined on to the Manifesting Collection with Victoria Jackson on Sunday night, and she did this beautiful workshop, which was Soft Girl Summer and how to manifest the summer that you want. And I wrote on the list that I want to be magnetic, confident and feminine. And you know, one thing that makes me feel all them three things is putting on a nice dress and feeling confident. So she wanted us to kind of say what we wanted for the summer, and then she wanted us to come up with a recipe of how we can do that and how we can feel good. So I obviously put, I wanted to wear a dress. It's from Me&M, if anybody wants to know. I'm not sure if they still sell it. I bought a few years ago. But when I put this dress on, I always feel comfortable in it. And I don't wear it all the time because I do like to leave it for, I wouldn't say special occasions, but for the days that I know that if I just instantly want to raise my vibration and have a good day, then this is my go-to dress at this time of year. Because I do get lots of compliments. It does give me like that confidence. I think what we can often do is we can go, oh, I've bought a really nice dress for a wedding and it will stay in the cupboard until that next wedding. And the next wedding comes, you buy a new dress. Or there's an event and you go, oh, I've worn that before, I'm not going to wear that again. So wear the goddamn dress. Wear it. Wear it if you're just going down to the supermarket. Wear it to go to pick your kids up from school. Like, put the goddamn dress on, because you're going to get a compliment. It's going to make you feel good. If the sun is shining and you think, what can I wear? put on a nice dress and put it on with your pumps. Like, you can do that. Like, that's okay. You don't need to wear it with heels, dress it down. Like, just enjoy your clothes. Like, there is something that they say, like, when is the right time? When are you going to wear it? What, like, when you're dead? Like, what are you waiting for? Wear something that makes you feel good, because it's the quickest way to raise your vibration. And it doesn't have to be just be a dress. Like, I'm using the dress because I know that that makes me feel a certain way. But maybe it's your hair. Maybe it's like, I know if I just spend a little bit of time doing my hair, that will make me feel good. I know if I just put that red lipstick on, like, why am I waiting to wear my best red Chanel lipstick that cost me 50 quid? Like, why am I waiting to just use that on these special occasions? Use it every day if it makes you feel good. Like, why did you buy it? Like, you didn't buy it to stay in the cupboard. Like, you owe it to the lipstick to put on. Wear the goddamn lipstick. Make yourself feel good. But like I mentioned before, it also makes other people feel good. It inspires other people to go, wow, that red really suits you. Like, you look fab. Like, your red lip really is like making your eyes pop, or making you feel, yeah, and that's making them feel a certain way. And that's also making them, so it's kind of a selfless act, because it is for you, and that is what is important, to make sure you feel good. But I do often feel like sometimes we don't like to be selfish, like self-care and self-love and all this, all these like buzzwords that kind of going around has us kind of feeling like we don't deserve to do that, or it's, you know, it's selfish to do them things. And it's not, it's selfless. And it is important, because if you're showing up as your best self, that means you are giving your best version. That means that somebody else is going to leave that moment with you, or that environment, or that time with you, and feel better. If you walk into a space with somebody, or you're just meeting them for a coffee, and you're like, oh God, yeah, it's a terrible day. I feel rubbish. Like, I hate how I look. I was like, you didn't put any effort into it either. Like, you have to put a little bit of effort. And I know we don't always feel like putting in the effort, but there's certain little things that you can just tweak up that makes you feel better. When we first started homeschooling, I was mumming quite hard, and I was spending a lot more time out in nature and not being in the offices maybe as much as I would when Oliver was in school, and we were out in nature, and I was maybe turning up in leggings a lot, or, you know, just, that doesn't make me feel good. It makes some people feel good. Some people are comfortable in that, but I'm not comfortable in that uniform by any stretch of the imagination. So I was not feeling my best version, which meant I didn't always want to talk to everybody, or I maybe didn't want to put myself out there. I just changed up my leggings for maybe a wide leg tracky bottom that maybe felt a little bit more aligned with my style, or even just a smarter jean. Like, there is certain things we can do to improve our mood, even if we have to show up in some form of uniform, i.e. that might be mum life, that might be a physical uniform that you have to wear for a work environment, but there's certain things that can still make you feel good. If you're allowed to maybe have a nice shoe, or maybe again putting your lipstick on, or having something that brings a little bit of you and your personality into it, can really lift your vibration and make you feel better, which, like I've mentioned, your vibration, your energy lifts other people's energy and other people's vibration. So that's all I'm saying. That's just my I really encourage everybody to just spend a little bit of time planning. And that's why I'm here. So I have spent a little bit of time planning, because I've decided over the summer I want to wear more dresses, I want to feel feminine, I want to make sure that I feel aligned with my style and what I'm wearing. Now, this isn't style advice, this is like style energy. This is a whole different thing. I'm not a stylist, I'm not pretending to be by any stretch of the imagination. I'm just here kind of sharing how I improve my mood and my energy. But once you kind of play with things and change things up and experiment, like, it may look different. Everybody's style and everybody's confidence will come from different pieces or practices that kind of help make you feel a better version of you. And I just encourage to kind of plan it, add it into your Sunday reset. If you've not watched my Sunday reset, I'll link below, watch that, because add it to that, add it to just having a little rail. If you've got a little rail, my wardrobe's here, and then this is my little rail. This is not my week, this is just my in the next kind of over the summer period of like what I'd like to wear. There is a lack of dresses on there. I'm just going to point that out because I'm lacking dresses. So I need to invest in some dresses. That's what I need to do. And I think that's also really useful that if you put onto a reel, you can go, right, this, what do I want to wear? And if you lay out that collection, I think a week's worth is quite useful if you're quite an organised person and you do like to have, you do like to be organised and you know exactly what you're going to be putting on. It makes life easier as well because it also means that on a morning you're not raking through everything. You've got all your clothes laid out nicely. I remember reading Victoria Beckham's book. Of course I've got a book recommendation. I'm sure you cannot get this anymore, but years and years and years ago, I was probably a teenager, she had a book and it was about style, and she used to do this. She used to do it for David Beckham, she used to do it for the kids, and we've probably all done it for our kids. Like, we all get the school uniform out, pressed, ironed, laid out already. Some of you are like super organised and they have like Monday to Friday with everything laid out with pants and socks and everything. We do that for our children, so why don't we do it for us? And that's what Victoria Beckham was saying. Like, she likes to get all her clothes out and then she can see what she wants to wear. And even if it's just for the next day, if you're going somewhere, get everything laid out, get absolutely everything out, right down to your underwear, lay it all out and you know it's there, and then you can just put it on. And you're not going into the day in a stressful mood, like, oh my God, I can't find my white vest top, like I can't find the white bra, like I really wanted this and I can't find it. You look in the wash and you can't find it. It's done. It already means that you're showing up into the day. You're already presenting yourself in a way that is put together, cool, calm, collective. And I mean, let's be fair, half of the time we are all hot messes, but we can most certainly try to show up and kind of perceive in this way that we're not. But deep down, we are all hot messes. Like, that's just fact. Like, well, that's where I am anyway. But I think it's nice that if we can kind of just look at what we've got, look at what we want to be and who we want to show up as. Now, I do think uniform really important, and I don't mean a school uniform or a work uniform. I mean, that does sometimes work, don't get me wrong, in terms of like, if I'm doing some decorating, I need to be in my decorating uniform. I'm not turning up in my best dress. Like, I physically need to be wearing something that allows me to do the job I'm doing. You're not going to show up if your work environment is a bit messy or it involves getting stains on your clothes. Maybe you work with children and you need to wear that uniform. You're not going to show up in your best dress that you're going to wear on a weekend. I appreciate that. And that's why uniforms are so important. But you can also use that basis of a uniform and create it in your other life. So say, like I'm saying, my mum uniform, I kind of have a little bit of a go-to of what I like to just wear if I'm just hanging out with Oliver. It means that if I get a little bit dirty or, you're sitting down on the floor or anything, I'm not too precious, but I still know that I feel comfortable in what I'm wearing and I'm not just like dragging something out of the bottom of the drawer. I've still intentionally put that outfit together because I know that I will show up the best version of me. I really like this. Now, I have zero permission to share this, but I'm gonna share it anyway. But my dad literally taught me this. He used to always show up. So my mum and dad, I believe I learned the law of attraction, mindset, self-development, all of the things that we do now that have labels for, my mum and dad have been doing all my life. So I think I'm massively aligned to a lot of these things. And my dad always showed up. And I think it probably came from my granddad. So this is generations past and maybe the generations before, I don't know, I didn't know them. But my granddad was a very smart man. Always showed up in his best, but they did in that generation themselves. So my dad always showed up like that. My dad always showed up for the job he wanted. He worked on building sites, but he always showed up in a suit, and he always made sure he had his best suit on and his best shoes on, because that then makes people kind of go, ooh, who's this person? Or, ooh, they look nice. If you kind of blend in, you're kind of just blending in. And I know this might not be for everybody, because some people, I mean, look at Simon Cowell. He has a perfect uniform. He's a white t-shirt and his jeans, and that works for him because it doesn't take up any of his bandwidth. But if you have a passion for kind of
having different clothes and maybe standing out a little bit more, go for it, because I think that will really improve your energy. But there is definitely circumstances where just your standard Simon Cowell uniform, white t-shirt and blue jeans, just wear that every day of the week because it looks like you, it suits you, you're comfortable in that, and nobody's going, oh, I've seen you in that t-shirt. It's like, that's okay, that's absolutely fine. Or be like my dad and just wear the suit on a building site, like, go for it. Because then they know you're in charge, they know to come to you, they know you're the decision maker. The other thing I've done as well is I've created a vision board. And I've mentioned this before, I like to, if I feel nice in an outfit, I'll take a photo of it and have an album on my phone with outfits in. So I just pop it in there, and then sometimes if I'm feeling uninspired, I might just flick through the outfits and go, oh, actually, yeah, that'll be fine for today or tomorrow, and I can put that on because obviously they're all my clothes and I'm wearing them. So I have made a vision board out of some of them outfits and some of them things that I would like to kind of wear over the next few weeks. So I think that's kind of useful as well. It's really simple to do a vision board. If you've got some photos of yourself, or take some photos, put some clothes on and take some photos. And I just use the Pic Collage, so an app that you then just pop all your photos into the collage and there's your photo. It's as simple as that. We don't need to be going to magazines and cutting anything out and using other people's style. It's as simple as just using yourself. It's probably the best way to manifest it and visualize it as well because it's you. So it's easier. It's easier to imagine yourself in that because you've already done it before. So your brain's kind of already coded in to know that you look that certain way or you felt nice that day. But I really recommend doing that as well, just for the next season or the next period. Like, have a little think about what you want to do. And this isn't about money. This isn't about going out shopping. Sorry, I wish it was. We all like a good shop. But I'm not saying go out shopping. I'm saying shop your wardrobe. Have a look what you've already got and how maybe like piecing things together does work for you. And if you're feeling really lacked and you're feeling like you haven't got any inspiration and you're like, I don't know where to start, maybe do start looking at people online on Pinterest or Instagram, having a little look at people, follow people that inspire you and like you think, oh, actually that's a nice look, they're similar body shape to me, or you know, whatever, they have the same haircut, their makeup will look the same. Whatever it is that kind of you feel aligned to, start following some people like that and then using some of their pictures and start kind of playing with it. That it doesn't have to be big shifts. It can be really small shifts. Like I said, it can just be, I mean, let's go back to the skinny jean. I mean, thank goodness that's gone out of fashion. But it was a skinny jean, and just shifting from a skinny jean to a wide leg, like that can be a massive improvement. That was a massive improvement for me, I'll tell you. I mean, my legs were like, hey, amen. Thank you very much. All my prayers have been answered. And you're not squeezing me into them skinny jeans anymore. But that just changing that up can be, you can be still wearing everything else, but changing one piece can completely change how you look and how you feel. There's loads of magpies. Can I just mention something? If you've been following me, you'll know my spirit animal is the magpie, and there's 3 in the garden. 3 again. There was 3 last time. That's feminine energy. My 3 feminine energy magpies. It's because I'm wearing the dress. It's because I'm wearing the dress. What I'm basically saying for, you don't have to dress for who you are. You can start dressing for who you want to become. If you want to be the office manager, if you want to get a promotion at work, start wearing the blazer, start acting like the boss, start kind of turning up in a different way that makes you feel like, actually, they're all going to come to me because I look professional. The reason why we have kind of the different uniforms and the different things, and it's a really clear visual when you think if you walk into a restaurant and everybody looks the same, but one person's got a suit on, it's very clear who the manager is. It's very clear who you need to go to with your problems or your hopefully positive feedback. And that there's a reason for that. It's because you stand out of the crowd. And if you want to stand out, look different to everybody else, then you've got to show up, you've got to be intentional, you've got to put yourself out there and be a little bit different. Different sometimes seems scary, but it's just being authentic, it's just being yourself. I think that's really important, to make sure you are being your true authentic self. That's all it is. Happiness and joy is just at the end of being yourself. We're not taught that, are we? We're not learned to do that. We're learned to kind of blend into society and, yes, be a decent person, but you can also be authentic and you can be intuitive, and just generally being individual is a good thing. We all need individual people. That's what we're seeking in life, aren't we? So wear something different. So let me know in the comments if you've got one thing that you're going to start wearing, or something that's going to improve your energy levels and your mindset, that's just going to make you feel that another way. And if you are trying to manifest something, or if you have got goals and you're trying to reach that next level, this is going to supercharge it, because high vibration, you're matching that vibration. So you've got to get on that vibration. If you're down here, your goals are up here, you're going to miss each other. Your goals are up here and you get up here, you're on the same vibration. You're meeting each other where you're at. It helps. It all helps with manifestation. There we go. Recommended this book before, and actually in my video I couldn't find it, but I found it, so that's very exciting. And I've wrote in it, so I knew I'd had it somewhere. I knew I hadn't gifted it because I'd wrote in it. And I do love this book. So it's Style Therapy, 30 Days to Your Signature Style. So this is a really good book and a really good practice, and because it's got lots of practical actions in there, it's really useful to kind of give that a go and see where you are and just raise your vibration. So there we go. There's always the book recommendation, isn't there? I mean, would we be without the book recommendations? Thank you for watching. If you've got this far, please like and subscribe. If you like this content, let me know, and maybe we can chat more about style therapy or style or raising our vibration, or little things that we can do to raise our vibration.